Hi, I'm Nathan Robb from Crazy Amazing Designs, and this is my year in review video for 2023. If all you stick around to hear is thank you for being a part of this year. Thank you for supporting my YouTube channel here at Crazy Amazing Designs. Thank you for being a part of the random events that I've gotten to do all year. Before I share some of the specific projects and trips, check out this highlight video.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end.
Cigarette five star hotel smoking cigarette. I might get worse, not the best ideas. I can't explain. I got a feeling that I can't erase. Bitch, I said what I said. High in the quiet of the night, you know that I caught it. All by myself, just a minute. I'll plead it to hell, just know me.
I love that video. So when I look at that video, I realize that I only put about half of what I did this year in that video. The very first photo starts out in a living room. We celebrated the entrance into 2023. A bunch of friends got together for New Year's. Passion 2023 happened in January in Atlanta. This was absolutely incredible. We took a few different carloads down of young adults and just some great time with some great dear friends, some great conversation. I love Passion. Passion's been a huge part of my life the past several years. 2016 was the first year I went and I haven't missed any. The Way movement is how I know a lot of these young adults I got to go to Passion with this year. And The Way is something that we literally started out of Passion Conference because we went in 2020 and we realized we can't bring everybody where we're at to Passion Conference, but we can bring Passion Conference to everybody where we're at. Super exciting to be a part of the Way movement. And in the spring, I did an experiment here on YouTube on the Way movement Wheeling's YouTube channel where I uploaded shorts every single day, snippets, cuts of our sermons from our weekly The Way movement gathering. So that was really fun. I was shocked at the amount of people that actually paid attention to that and joined in to see what was going on. In January, as a part of The Way, we did a college concert night at a local university, and I built something new, right? We set up the 4x8 LED boards in a new configuration. It was 10 foot by 10 foot, I believe, and I built a 4x4 foot logo in the center of the panels. It was the coolest thing. It really turned out so much better than I thought. More late nights, but I actually have a video on that. You can go check it out. February, I did the East Richland Winter Retreat they did for their students every year, and I got to produce a highlight video. I got to do production for their worship gatherings, got to take the panels, do some cool stuff. Their worship team used tracks, so I set up some time code stuff, and I was able to trigger some stuff through ProPresenter. I had this one slide. One of the funniest things from this event, I asked a guy that had never run ProPresenter. I take that back. He had run ProPresenter, but he had never run slides where it was anything less than like 4 or 6 lines per slide. So I gave him this, you know this song, It Might Get Loud. Well, I had it split up on the lyric strip so that It Might Get Loud was 4 slides. And then Heaven's Coming Down, Down, Down was another slide. So the chorus was 5 slides long and it repeated like 100 times. I think I had like 150 slides on that project. It was crazy. And he was over there going, I tried MIDI automating it, but the computer couldn't keep up. So maybe that was a time code problem. Anyways, moving on. I finally built a real studio space for recording YouTube videos this year. It was so exciting. Took a room in our house and I painted a couple of walls and I put all the stuff I needed up and I tried to make it a space where I could have my first ever permanent space for recording videos. So much fun. More on that later. In March, I got to install some new equipment, an X32 mixer and stage box at a church, getting to teach them how to use that equipment for the first time. So much fun, just getting to be a part of that upgrade process for a small church. I got to do a lot of figure skating this year. This year I got to do it spring, summer, and fall. Usually I don't do the summer, but this is like my 3rd year figure skating now, and it's a lot of fun. I passed basic 6 in the spring, and then I passed pre-free in the summer, and then free 1 kicked my butt. So yeah, I'm still struggling on that, but I've been teaching and it's been so much fun getting to pour into the students and help them just kind of have fun on the ice and figure it out. In April, one of the most incredible things happened. I've literally been waiting for 3 4 or 5, been waiting a long time. SpaceX launched their Starship and Super Heavy rocket for the very first time in April. Flight 1 was incredible. I could talk about that for like an hour. We also in April had our Next Gen Leaders Retreat at the Vineyard Church. Just so cool getting to spend a couple of days with a bunch of leaders and talk about our ministry and how things are going and pouring into ourselves and each other and building relationships. I love stuff like that. Anytime I get to connect with people and talk and just get to know people, I love that so much. The next month, leaders from the Way, including myself and a bunch of our worship team, got to be a part of leading a high school baccalaureate service. This was like a church service to celebrate the graduation of these high school students. And we got to do our full setup with the panels, and it was really fun. A week prior, we did a walkthrough, and during the walkthrough, I found their lighting rig patch sheet, and I was like, this is incredible. So I ended up bringing our ETC Ion controller and software, and I patched in their entire rig into my computer, and I was able to have control over everything. It was literally so much fun. I spent some time and I redid the PVC cross. I added some addressable LEDs, and I was able to use it for this really cool effect. So I was really excited about how that worked out. And the event was really fun. Got to do a lot of new stuff for the first time. I'd never really taken the ETC platform stuff to a new venue and just patched it all in. I had some learning steps in there, but in the end, it went really well. All spring, I got to help my mom make like 300 pepperoni rolls for the high school lunch every other week. We got some German help also. That was awesome, getting to spend time with our dear friend, but good time with mom and family and stuff, making pepperoni rolls every other week. So all summer, we had several of our friends got married, and I got to video one of their special days. That was so much fun, getting to run around with the camera and capture the best angles, and so much footage. It was so much fun. In May, I got to do Baptism Sunday at Vineyard, and I was asked to take photos, and we had our dual tub set up, and got to celebrate several friends from the Way movement who got baptized on that day. And it was so much fun just getting to take pictures and be a part of that and just worship and celebrate all that God's doing through like the 25 people that we baptized that particular day. It was amazing. I got to go skiing 3 times at Seven Springs this spring, twice with friends and once by myself. What do? I still had fun. I wrecked a couple times. I wrecked sometimes. That's okay. We're trying to learn, get better at this. Skiing is so much fun. So I would highly encourage you. And if you want to go skiing, reach out. I would love to go in maybe Colorado. That would be a cool place to go with a big mountain. Anyways, we'll get there. We did this thing called Tough Mudder 3.0. It was so intense. I thought I was gonna die. Don't I look like I'm gonna die? I was pretty sure I was gonna die. So we had to slide down a slip on the side, crawl. I ran, but you had to crawl through the mud, jump over a creek, jump over a hay bale, do an obstacle course, and then run to the top of the hill. It was intense, literally insane. I thought it was gonna be easy. It was really hard. I don't know what to tell you. So in April, I started talking to First Friends Church in Canton. They were interested in having me join their staff team as the media production director. And we talked for about a month. And during that time, I got to visit the church on a Sunday, and it went really well. And I needed to meet with the elders, but I assumed that I probably had their approval. And if so, the job was mine. So I ended up moving to Canton on June 3rd. And I had that big meeting after church on June 4th, and I started the next day, and I guess, well, the rest is history. I've been here in Canton, Ohio since June 5th, June 3rd. I started on June 5th, and I have a new job, a full-time job at a church as their production director, and it's been so much fun. But before I left home, I had to do a lot of packing, and then we repainted our entire house over the course of a single week. So as I packed all my stuff, I even threw some stuff away, which was kind of unfortunate. Remember the cross? Well, it's dead. I mean, it is just made out of PVC pipe, so maybe it's not so much a big deal. But anyways, yeah, bye-bye, little buddy. So the week after I started my new job, we drove to South Carolina for our cousin's graduation party. Her father, our uncle, passed away last year, and we haven't had a chance to see her since then, but it was such a great opportunity to get to see her, such a great trip. It was a really quick trip, but we had some good time. And yeah, the next day was a Sunday, so I had to be back, so we drove back. And my brother, Eric, got baptized, so that's really exciting. I took my C100 Mark II with a 70 to 200 millimeter lens and a wireless Teradek. So we put video on the projector screen live. So we have since refined the process, but this was the first time that live video has ever been on the screen at First Friends Church. And then Eric got married like less than a month later to Corinda, and that was really exciting. Such a crazy summer it's been, such a crazy year it's been, but really excited for my brother and his new wife, and for him in his baptism. So that was really cool. So in July, we hosted a huge conference at First Friends Church, like a month after I joined the staff team, a logistics puzzle, and we handled it really well. The whole thing went great. It was a lot of just getting content in to where it needed to be. Other than that, it was a lot of, I spent my first 2 months, my first month there, really understanding the systems, how things are connected, building patch sheets so that we could do stuff like this. And we were able to get like 3 different bands on stage throughout the course of this weekend. So that was kind of intense, but with all of those patch sheets, it'd be really hard to do stuff like that. So we had this big Friday, Saturday, Sunday conference at our church with church Sunday morning. And then Monday, I traveled to Germany for the Christian Endeavor World Convention. So I had 2 weeks in Germany, and oh my, I could talk about this all day. We saw castles. I'm going to talk slow. We saw castles. I made so many friends. I got to reconnect with friends. My friend Tracy Matthews, he had his birthday party. His birthday's in June, but we had a party for him in July in Germany. And it was so much fun getting to meet so many new friends and connecting with so many old friends. And the convention we were there for, I got to do some production for it. So that was really fun. Lyrics and graphics for the screen, and just so much fun getting to serve in another country. And this is like my 3rd trip to Germany. So it was really fun. And I got to spend time with some family of some friends that I've made over the past year or two. And yeah, so much fun. So I moved to Canton from Tiltonsville, where I grew up at. And when I did that, I had to tear apart my old studio. And that was unfortunate because I was kind of using it to make YouTube videos. So when I got here, I realized I was going to need a new place to record videos. So Eric, my brother, helped me build a new one. And this one is way more advanced. The goal with this one was very different than the goal from the last one, where the goal of this one was to not have things on the floor. So we've got a lot of things hanging. The goal of this one was to have everything on one circuit. So when you flip the switch on, the entire studio comes to life. Or when you turn it off, the entire studio shuts off. So that was really cool too. This one's a lot more plug and play, whereas the last one was a lot of, well, you know, yeah. So the Way Movement, young adult ministry at the Vineyard Church in Wheeling, hosted a college concert night at West Liberty University in the same building where I caused that flood last year. Anyone remember? No, you don't remember? Okay, let's just not talk about that. I might have flooded a urinal, 400 gallons of water in the building. So yeah, we had a concert there. It was really fun. Got to set up the panels for the first time like all summer. That was crazy. The last 2 years we've used the LED boards every week, sometimes twice a week, and we've transported them at least once a week. And now I haven't used them in like months. It's crazy. So kind of missing the LED boards, but it's been some great projects here. So the Way had a retreat a couple weeks later called Unite 2023. It was really fun. There were some people I didn't know. There was a lot of people that I did know. The messages were amazing. I got to make a highlight video. We had this afternoon of like, I don't even know what you call it, but this is basically what it looked like. Isn't that crazy? I know, I don't know what to call it either, but that's one thing you could call it. So this fall at First Friends, we hosted several fun events, and I threw together a mobile sound system with parts that I found throughout the building to make this work. We did family camp at a local venue that our church uses a lot. We did a college conference at the same venue. We did our men's retreat, and I was able to take my equipment for that one just to make it happen. My brother was there with an iPad mixing from the audience, so I was actually playing keys and singing for some of that, so I just went ahead and took some of my own equipment. But we also had our college conference event there, and then we did a church picnic this summer, which was all really fun, just getting to get in the flow. And they have never really had a sound system before, and I was like, what? Okay. So then in November, Starship, SpaceX's rocket, flew for the 2nd time. It was amazing. So much fun. I was like on the edge of my seat. So this Christmas, we built a new stage design at First Friends Church, and we built, somebody built trees a couple years ago. So I went through and added some addressable LED pixels. The thing looks so good. Just being able to see the patterns and the texture, mind blowing. Go check out that video on that one. So my last thing almost on my list is crazy amazing designs. I did 33 Zoom training calls this year with 15 individuals around the USA. I also did a few on-site trainings, and I got to help some churches replace some sound systems, as I was talking about also. Looking at all of the opportunities I've had this year and all the things that I've been able to accomplish this year, I give God credit for 100% of it and the coffee, but God gave us coffee, so let's be honest, it's okay. It's impressive that I was also able to push out 33 full-length YouTube videos. So crazy. My company, Crazy Amazing Designs, we started out 2023 with 3,500 subscribers on YouTube, and we finished with over 6,000. We hit like 6,025 today, subscribers on YouTube. It's crazy. During 2023, I created 33 new videos, and I gained 2,500 new subscribers with 261,000 views and 16,000 hours of watch time. I also did those 33 trainings this year with individuals from around the US, and I also did some on-site work as well. So I am just over the moon excited about how this year went. I'm so excited for what's coming in 2024. As I look through these pictures and look through these things, I'm just blown away at the opportunities God has given me. The talent, yeah, the skills, yeah, but I'm growing and I'm learning. Oh, I didn't mention all the books that I've read this year. There's some really good books out there. So I'm just gonna stop talking about what I've been up to this year. Thank you so much for watching this video. Happy New Year. See you in 2024. I have no idea what's coming next year, but we're gonna continue pushing, continue telling people about Jesus, continue helping churches do church and event production with excellence. It's gonna be great. See you next year. Bye.